Joe Martinez is flawed, and I think that's super cool. I just play very, not proper, but proper characters, you know what I mean? They're usually smart and strong, and I love that, and I'm grateful for it. But it's fun to play somebody who, she's an alcoholic, she's in pain, but she's tough at the same time, and she's a bitch sometimes, you know what I mean? She's snappy at him, she's, at Henry, she's, instead she doesn't care, she doesn't give a shit. That's cool. That's really fun and different to play. And also, I think they did a beautiful job of marrying a serialized and a procedural, so that you have that procedural element that draws people in, but you also have the stories and the backstories and the history and the relationships that kind of tie it all together. So,
Are they doing, this will be my last question, they're doing a good job of balancing your missing your husband and that abyss that you have in your heart compared with doing your job on a day-to-day basis? But are we going to see you tip over into that abyss a little bit?
Yeah, I think you are. There's definitely an episode that is kind of centered on that, and I think that people are going to get a real look into Joe and her backstory and the sadness and sweetness of it and the harsh reality that's her life. I think that she's lost the love of her life and everything that meant anything, so she self-medicates with alcohol. We all know people or have been there, are hurting. So I think it's going to be really fun. I can't wait to read it. I know what it's about. And I was like, what? It's great, yeah.
Which episode can we...
I want to say it's
Final question, sorry.
13. It's 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so far, you don't know the full story or the full. Is she going to find out soon? And which do you prefer playing, her not knowing, or would you like her to know?
That's an interesting question. I'm not sure if. I don't know when I'm going to find out. I know, she's a detective and she's a smart cookie and she knows something's going on. But I don't know if she's ever going to fully find out. Probably, if it goes, hopefully for, a couple years. But, yeah, I'm not sure. And I like the fact that she doesn't know. Also, I have a joke that I always say that, at the end, I want her to have a wall dedicated to him, and a season finale. You're like, oh shit, she's researching, you know what I mean?
Put it all together.
Yeah, they're both fun. Yeah. Go ahead.
So they've said that they've already announced that your characters will not be having any kind of romantic
They're
interest.
buddies. Yeah.
Is that more of a relief to be able to know that you're not going to have to be like, oh, we're awkward partners, and then it's like, oh, we're going to flirt.
No. I mean, as an actor, you just jump in and you play. That's what you do. So, in a way, it's sort of more fun to not get together. Because they're just genuinely friends. And you guys will see episodes that come out that you'll see that friendship develop. And I had a girlfriend of mine that was just like, wow, you guys really become friends. Good friends. She's like, I didn't expect to like that so much. So, it's fun to play both. It's fun to be hot and steamy and whatever, but it's also cool to develop something different that isn't done so much, and, in season 20 we can sit together, but yeah.
Now, playing such playing such a badass woman, what kind of training did you have to go through, or just for the fight choreography?
I actually went through quite a bit, and I was really excited about it. They had me train with a Navy SEAL to shoot weapons.
Wow.
Turns out I'm a good shot. I'm a dork. I'm a big goober. I'm not, and you raise your kids, don't touch guns, don't look at guns, you know what I mean? And the first time I shot it, I was like, ooh, it was Glock. It was powerful. Literally, I thought, I don't want to shoot this again. This makes me so nervous. I can feel the kickback. I'm scared. I'm going to shoot somebody. You know what I mean? And about 20 minutes later, apparently I was James Bond. I was just like, it was crazy. And the guy was laughing. He said, you could be like a competitive shooter. And I burst out laughing. He goes, what is so funny? I said, if you knew me at all in real life, that would be funny. Like, I'm a soccer mom inside. but it was fun to kind of own that and be like, wow, this is what a chick with a gun feels like, getting the bad guys. And then I did a lot of Krav Maga, like fighting. Were you talking about that?
Yeah, I've been doing it for about a year. It's so much fun.
Right? You feel tough, and all of the moves are pretty simple, but just taking guns away from people or knives. I was like, I can do this. And I'm a goober. Like, it was really, really fun. Yeah. So I did some of that too.
So is she going to notice that Henry dies so frequently accidentally that after a while, or maybe will she get reports of him just coming out of the Hudson River so frequently that she'll say, what's up with that?
She'll be like, what's up? You know, you're going to see episodes where she comes very close to finding out, and you think, what's happening? Is she going to or is she not? So I don't know if she'll ever actually see him, or, because I think once she does, she's found out the secret, right? You know, explaining a little more to the audience. So I'm not sure. You're going to have to pick Matt's brain about that. Matt Miller, he's coming around.
Seems like eventually she would see one of the police reports of his lewd conduct when he...
I know there's an episode that's coming up that's really interesting about that, and you think, how are they not going to figure this out? So it's cool, and I don't know how it ends either.
Would you like to be immortal?
No. Only because I cannot imagine outliving the people you love, like your children. You know what I mean? Like, you look at Henry's story, and I just can't imagine. That's the smart movie.
Between the emotional stuff that your character has in her past and the action that you have in your present and future, what was the most challenging scene you had to do so far?
You know what? There's so much fun.
What was the most fun then?
I think the most challenging one you're going to see will be in 13 with the husband. Because just the story that Matt told me that's going to happen, I literally started to cry. I was like, oh, that's terrible. You know what I mean? And it's really beautifully done. I think the writers do such a great job of taking the comedy and the heart of it and, you know, kind of marrying those. So I think the best is yet to come, but it definitely had some really cool stuff about my father that'll come out, and growing up, the backstory stuff that's really cool.
I have a bit of a girl crush on Lorraine Toussaint. So
I can see why. She is so cool, and I just have to tell you, in real life, you would love her even more. She's sweet inside. I mean, she's a cool mom.
So how is it interacting with her, with your character? I mean,
you know, we had a scene. I want to say it was either our first or second scene, and she was like telling me I was in trouble with Lieutenant, and she was not happy. And literally, you know, they said cut, everyone turned around. I was like, Jesus Christ, I just became your 10-year-old daughter. That was terrifying. And she was like, she was laughing. She's tough, but she is kind and giving and open, and that's what you want as an actor. You know what I mean? Honestly, our cast, you know, sometimes you work with actors that aren't as open. They don't look you in the eye and give you what you need on your coverage. You know, they're kind of playing on their phone, and you're like, hey, I'm shooting a scene, look at me. All of our people are there, you know, to be a team and to make the best scenes they can. And I think, hopefully, it shows, you know, that we genuinely do like each other, and it's very serendipitous, you know, when it happens, and you feel like, I've known you forever. Oh wait, no I haven't. I just, you know, started working with you 6 months ago. But it's a nice feeling. I'm going to call for a last question.
Is there a scene or an episode coming up that you want the fans? Do you want to point the fans there and have to see this? Yeah, to watch something.
There's something we shot already?
Yeah. I mean, you've mentioned episode 13 is going to be a big one.
Yeah, for Joe. I believe it's going to be for Joe's backstory, which is really fun.
Okay.
I really liked, we did one, it's not necessarily an actor, but it's like Mary Kelly. It's like a whole Jack the Ripper kind of thing. That was cool and intense to shoot. It was pretty, but it was a good episode too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
You guys.